Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today's video is just to explain, for those of you who don't know already, how Nespresso's cup sizes work and what you need to know about them, so that if you've just bought your machine, you can understand which cup sizes to use for different coffees. So to start off with, we're going to look at the original box that we've got here, the original line capsules. So this is the first machine that Nespresso introduced. And down here at the bottom, you'll see we've got three cup sizes there. We've got a 25ml Ristretto cup size, a 40ml Espresso cup size, and a 110ml lungo cup size. So what are these cup sizes all about? Well, let's start with the Ristretto one. The Ristretto is known as a Ristretto because it's called a restricted coffee. So it's when you go into a coffee shop and you order a 40ml espresso, this is a shorter version of that. And you would expect that to be a more bitter coffee, but actually it isn't. It can often be sweeter because the bitterness comes through later on. So which capsules can you use to have a Ristretto coffee? Well, looking at our box here, we've got this Intenso range here. All of those in that range can be used as Ristrettos. You can see there we've got the smallest cup size, and we have an espresso cup size at 40ml. So they've all been designed to be used with Ristrettos. And then also over here we have the Indria capsule. Just see, get the shadows away. The Indria capsule, that one also can be used as a Ristretto and an espresso. So 25ml is quite a small coffee for a Ristretto. So a lot of people choose to have those as doubles, but you don't have to. You can have it as a single if you like. But that is what you use that for. And you can also put it in lattes, or you could put it in a cappuccino, but it might end up feeling a little bit too sweet because it doesn't have that same bitterness as an espresso has. So that's Ristretto covered. Espresso, self-explanatory, everyone's heard of an espresso. They can be drunk neat, or you can drink them as like a latte, put them in a latte, add milk to them, to make them into a flat white, latte, cortado. We've made all those drinks on our channel, so be sure to check out our other videos and you'll see there how you can make those drinks. But equally, it can just be drunk neat, and it's a bit more bitter than an espresso would be. So the espresso capsules are up here. Like we said, all of the Intenso ones can be used as an espresso, and all of the espresso section can be used as an espresso. Then we've got like the Pure Origin, three of those can be used as an espresso. Not the Tequila, that's a lungo look. And you've got a couple of decaffeinato espressos, and these variation coffees, the Caramelito, Chocochino or Chocotino, and Vanillio. They're also espressos. So they're designed to be made as a 40ml coffee, drunk neat, or you can add milk if you want to. So then we have the lungo. Now a lungo is 110ml, and it's basically a stretched out version of an espresso, exactly the opposite to what we said with a Ristretto. So the lungo is going to be probably a bit more bitter than an espresso and then a Ristretto would be, because the bitterness tends to come out later on in the brewing process. So don't confuse it with an Americano. I'll link above now to a video that we did to show you how you can make an Americano from a lungo, but it's not specifically a lungo. So if you just pour it out and you put milk in expecting it to taste like an Americano, to be honest, it's probably not going to. But you can try it that way, you might like it, but they can be drunk neat, or you can add milk to them, or you can go 50-50 with milk to make a latte. That's quite a good combination. But there's plenty of videos on our channel, like I said, to explain how to use a lungo, and I've got a link to one above now. Again, I'll use a card above to show you 3 different ways you can make a lungo and make use of that capsule. So now we're going to move over to our Vertuo capsules. These are slightly different because the Vertuo machine has been designed mainly for mug-sized coffees, so there's less selection in the espresso section. But we'll just have a look down here. So we've got the 40ml espresso again. We've already explained that one, so I won't go too deep into it. We've all heard of an espresso, but again, you can either drink them neat, or you can turn them into lattes, flat whites, cortados. We can double up on those if you want to make a double espresso, a double shot of coffee, as you would probably see when you see like a coffee machine in a garage or something like that, or in a filling station. Double espresso, self-explanatory. It's just another one of those. However, we then get to a gran lungo. So that is the same as the lungo we just described on the original box, but the difference is it's slightly bigger. It's 40ml bigger at 150ml instead of 110. But again, can be used in exactly the same ways as the lungo capsule we mentioned already. So now we move over to the mug size capsule. Plenty of selection in this on the Vertuo machine, but simply the Vertuo machine was really designed just to be able to add cold milk to your coffee. Some people put it in before they pour the mug. Personally, I find it tends to mess about with the crema a little bit when you do that. So I prefer to just put a splash of cold milk in after, or perhaps you like to drink it neat. But that's just a simple mug of coffee and add some cold milk. Or if you want to add froth milk, go ahead. There's no rules on it. Just whatever's your taste, whatever you prefer to your taste. So finally, we come up to the alto capsule. Now this one, you've probably never heard of. Most people won't have heard of it. It's quite a unique coffee really in that it's so big, it's 414ml. So if you're going to make it, make sure you have a big cup to hand. We did a video on this. I'll link again to that one above now, showing you just how big that coffee is. But what uses can it have? Because let's be honest, I don't think most of us want to sit there in your living room and drink a 414ml coffee. So what uses does it have? Well, it's been branded by a lot of people like to use it as a perfect commuter coffee. They like it on a train, but one thing to bear in mind is that if you've got a standard Nespresso travel mug, it won't fit into that because it's 414ml. It won't fit into that. So you'll have to buy, they do a special Vertuo travel mug that you can buy. Sorry, not Vertuo, Alto Vertuo travel mug. And that fits your 414ml coffee. And you can imagine if you're on an hour-long train journey, you're jumping out your house, and you just like to sip your coffee along the way, and you want it to last, then an Alto coffee might be great for that type of environment. So I hope that that's explained. Nespresso's mug size, or coffee, well, cup sizes, isn't it? All the different cup sizes that they do in more detail. If you've liked what you've learned, then obviously you're probably new to Nespresso. Subscribe to the channel, check out our other videos and follow us, and you can learn a lot more about how to use your machine, how to get the best out of it. Thanks for watching this one. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you.